Welcome into Season 2, Week 2, Match 2. We're Triple Twos today. And,
All about the twos.
yeah, I am going to be your host today, EDAC, with our co-host here, and first time for Season 2, Mr. Savior. Welcome in, sir.
Hey, thanks. Glad that you're bringing me back. Must not have done too bad in season 1, so it's a good thing.
We ran out of options. We had to bring you back, so.
There's always that. I'm excited to be here. I think it's gonna be a good match today.
Awesome, yeah, man. I'm super excited. I'm excited to be back here. Last two matches I was out of town, so I wasn't even able to participate in, other than either watching the VOD or coming back just for a little bit. So I'm glad to be back here. Glad to see everybody, and glad to hang out. So.
Yep. Hey, there's something different about doing it live, witnessing it live. Being here in the moment. It's definitely a good thing. So I think we'll have a great time.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this goes today. Well, without much further ado, sitting here on this screen, let's go ahead and see what we're working with today. We got the Good Boys coming in hot against the Green Bastards. These guys they're both good from. They both have plenty of people from Season 1, and even from Week 1. Both teams have played, so we're ready to see them.
Yeah, should be a good match. Good Boys coming off that narrow loss last week. Almost were able to win back, so looking for some redemption out of them. And then the Green Bastards looking to continue some dominance going through Week 2 here. I mean, it's definitely a good matchup.
Yeah, both games that each of them had last week, they were both very solid games. Good Boys coming in with that. I think they came into the second half 5-1, and then ended up losing it. What was it, 7-5 or something of that nature?
Yeah, 7-5. It started the reverse sweep, came close. Just had a couple of hiccups along the way. But,
yeah, had a few issues in the hold in gym and bedroom on Clubhouse, so they weren't able to hold those as easily, and I think they've been working to try to find some solutions to some of their other issues. I know that they have replaced 2 people on the team, so now they were working with 3 out of the 5 original Good Boys, and now they have 2 new Good Boys this week. Unfortunately, one of those is subbed out today due to some unforeseen circumstances, but not a problem. This is the Bro League. The show must go on, right?
Exactly. Yeah, definitely a point to talk about there, and something that's going to impact this game going in later here. It's just the different composition of the lineup, and then having another sub today. It's definitely hard to settle into a routine, kind of figure out your teammates and tendencies when you're constantly in flux.
Yeah, that's a tough one to kind of be able to adapt like that. I think they should be fine in being able to do it, but I guess we'll see here. On the other side of the aisle, we do have the Green Bastards coming in off of that 8-6 win over the Anti-Terrorist Club. That game was...
That name.
I know, right? That game was a very solid game, just back and forth. I think it ended up getting to 6-6, and then I think Green Bastards came in with a 2-in-a-row round win, bringing it to 8-6, giving that heartbreaking defeat to the Anti-Terrorists.
Yeah, I mean, once again, another story of a team, rallying and putting it together when they needed to there at the end. I definitely think that this game's going to be close, regardless of which way it tips. And the Green Bastards, they look strong. They don't have a lot of hiccups. They're fragging, and when they put everything together, I think they might have a slight edge here. But we'll have to see, who's on what performance-wise and how well everything shakes out.
Absolutely. And with that, let's see who exactly they're working with today on the Good Boys and Green Bastards. Both of these are GBs. It's going to be a little difficult to talk about here. So starting off over on the Good Boys side, Char's is one of the new Good Boys, but they are being subbed out today. I think we do have Caleb a little, if I'm correct there. Is that right?
Yep, you're absolutely correct. That's who's getting subbed in today.
Cool. So we got Caleb a little subbing in on the Good Boys for Chars, followed up with Jeff Cat Mango, who is also a new Good Boy this week, ELT Soldier, and Jay Mosey, also known as the Commissioner. We have over on the Green Bastards, we got Dirks, Quisitive, Polo, Pablo, and Ribodip. Not a huge fan of Polo and Pablo being on the same team. That gets a little confusing for me.
We might need to put up a quick little, tick mark on the bottom for every time we both stumble over that, but we'll do our best here.
And we might need to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's take a look real quick. If there's nothing else we got on these guys right now.
Yeah, no, I think it's time to dive into it. Let's start seeing what we're doing.
Cool. Let's check out this map ban here that we've done. The map ban does come up and show that we are going to be playing on Villa today, with the Good Boys starting off on defense and Green Bastards going on the offensive. Looks like Chalet and Consulate were banned out by the Good Boys, and Coastline Oregon banned off by the Green Bastards.
Always sad to see Chalet go, but I understand that we can't play Chalet every time I cast. Villa's going to be a good one for sure. Definitely a frag heavy map, a lot of sightlines to monitor. I'm excited to see these two teams go head to head here. I think it's going to be a good one to showcase both of them.
Should be a lot of fun. Go ahead and, if you haven't had a chance to, fill out that straw poll, and let's see what everyone has thought-wise on who's going to be taking the game today. If we take a look at that and see what we have for results so far, we have Green Bastards coming in with a solid 100% right now on the win. So not much faith coming into the Good Boys here.
They gotta be your fan club. That's all it is.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. That should be fun. Let's see if we can get them started here. First, before we hop into it, I'm gonna go ahead and toss us into a bit of a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back. Sorry about that, everyone. We're having a couple of technical difficulties. It looks like somebody's power has gone out on the Good Boys. Give us just a few. We'll get right back into it. In the meantime, I apologize. We'll be right back, guys. sorry about that, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. We do have everyone available. I think we're ready to get in this game. What do you think?
I know I'm ready. I'm excited to see this. Green Bastards on offense. They historically are decently frag heavy, so I'm excited to see what they ban here. Uh, you know, Villa, you're obviously probably going to get a mirror ban on defense.
Yeah, especially going against Mosey here, I would imagine
For
that mirror
sure.
ban.
Thatcher ban, okay, nothing too surprising there. Just eliminating some options. Love to see if they just opt to ban the mirror. I would think they would, just because of exactly what you said. Mosey's going to want to play here if they get the option later on here. Where the good boys going to ban on offense?
Maybe something anti-Rome, I'm thinking.
Yeah, definitely could see good potential there, and you're
Right there.
exactly correct. The Jackal does leave up, no bit on the offense for anti-Rome, that sort of thing too, which is nice.
Defense-wise, what do we think?
It's got to be a mirror ban.
They won't. Oh, no, they won't.
Wait. Oh, you're right. This is Good Boys.
Nope. You're right. You're right. Okay. It was Green Bastards. Good Boys is next. So yeah, the mirror ban does come out.
No surprises there.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark, just guessing, and maybe Valk. I'm gonna guess Valk's going out.
Here. 2 for 2. Hey!
Hey, let's go, baby!
If you had to pick some numbers for a Powerball, what would you go with? Just out of curiosity.
You know, I keep those to myself.
Smart man.
Can't let the whole bro league know my Powerball secrets here.
Exactly. That's fine. Going in, we'll need to see some heavy roam work as well. I mean, this is going to be Aviator, right? Yep, they all picked Aviator. So standard setup too here, proceeding pretty much as expected. I like the Cali play to remove the charges on those walls from balcony, presumably, and a Monty play too. I think this is one of the sites that Monty can actually really excel on because there's so few angles from balcony that can get him. It's quite easy for him to get in and then move up and get into an aggressive position into one of the sites.
Yeah, agreed. I don't see them taking anything to get rid of any ace tosses, any ace whatever you call them, the things that open up. So they didn't take the Wamai or anything like that, and I don't believe the Jaeger will kill those off. It does look like they're going to get rid of Monty and take that Thermite for that 6 pick though.
It makes me sad. I do think they had a lot of potential with that Monty play to just ignore the walls entirely and brute force through some smokes into shields. I think could have been real convincing there.
Excited to see how we get set up here.
Yep.
So we got two electricities here. We got Jeff, and we got Mango, both on electric ops. They're really wanting to get every bit of denial that they can possibly get here. So it's a good thing they took that Kali.
Yeah, agreed. And I'll be curious where they decide to opt to put the electric claws. Obviously, the more difficult electrical object to kill. So do you put that on the main walls in the hopes that they can't find it? If they bring IQ below, something like that, or are they saving that for something else? So much. And it does look like I believe they put the electric claws on the main walls. They're going to use the bandit batteries on the outside. A lot of wall denial here, actually.
Yeah, they really don't want them coming in.
Yeah. Green Bastard's going to be missing not having that Thatcher. Yep, getting their rotates open here. Is anyone roaming at the time? Looks like Jeff's roaming down below.
Got going for Jeff here, sitting down in the library.
I do believe he came down late enough that he didn't get spotted out, so I'm not sure they know that he's down there, which is good. We'll see if that makes an impact later in the round. I'd really like to see them kind of tunnel and getting these center 2 walls open since they're opting for that Thermite play. Looks like they've already taken down everything. And then I like the Cali play onto these stairs. That's really going to limit Mosey's ability to play from Voyeur and up on that side flank. However, if Jeff goes around to master bedroom, we'll have the perfect shot onto that Cali. So it's a pretty precarious position if she gets called out.
Everyone's going to sit up there and hold that now. Go and drone a little bit while Pablo's pops around, wants to take a little shot at him. Jeff's still holding. Jeff is holding well.
And if they don't know he's there, I wonder if they've counted people. Mosey's downstairs too, so they have to know the site is light, and I would assume they're going to set up some drones for anti-flank, just because it's going to be disastrous if they don't.
They do know that Mosey is downstairs now, at least. He did get a couple of drone shots on Sun. Rabo's going to be looking at those stairs, seeing if he can catch Mosey coming up.
And that's exactly what he needs to do. He's got the best option for that, and perfect. He executes on it, makes the shot.
Mosey goes down. Rabo's going to go ahead and... That was not Raibo. That was Pablo coming in and finishing him off.
Pablo finishes it up. That's okay. Raibo accomplished what he needed to. I don't know that they know that Jeff is still downstairs, if he is, because they're awful confident rushing it now that they've killed him. Looks like they've got complete control around the side, couple holes in the walls, just watching angles. 50 seconds left. You're going to have to start their drone work on the inside of the room to find those locations. And is that a drone hole kill?
I think so. There wasn't any other shot, or maybe it came from that door. I think it may have came from the door.
Okay, yeah, could have been.
They are going to go ahead and open up that door over by Bar. He does know that Mango is there, gets the triple kill. Pablo.
Pablo lighting up right now. All the kills for his team.
Okay,
Full access to the site.
Soldier and Jeff Cat still available. Soldier's sitting over here doing Jeff Cat with a double kill, doing well here. I'm switching to the wrong person at the wrong time, it seems. They do get the plant down.
Jeff coming in late, gives away his position with the nitro. I do like this play to opt to go over and around. We'll see if he gets called out by any drones. I don't see any available. It's going to be a one-on-one with him and Dirks there. See who wins it. And a couple shots fired. I think this is going to be just about impossible. Good
Jeff's
rotate back on Jeff's case here. 3v1's always a tough prospect. He is in sight. Getting wall banged, just not enough time. Good try there. Too little, too late. I do think he needed to probably rotate main stairs earlier, especially after Mosey went down, because the Green Bastards just let everything go. They weren't watching back there anymore once they had killed the first roamer.
Yeah, Mosey looked like he was the only one that was able to hold off on hold the red stairs there. Everyone else had their other assignments, and then once Mosey went down, that was pretty much it for them.
Yeah, open the floodgates, and in came the Green Bastards. So, gonna do the same hold again. We'll see what we adapt. Looks like Green Bastards are gonna say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, which is okay.
Mozzie?
I would like to see. Yeah, I do like the Mozzie play. And still that same triple wall denial there too, with the Kite, the Mute, and the Bandit. So that's got the same principle, but they're going to bring the Collie, and I'm kind of sad unless they hide. I don't believe Jaeger destroys Callie's gadget, right? I think it's only Wamai that catches it.
That's a great question. I think you're right. I think you're right though.
So I would definitely be putting one of those in the office out of sight if possible to try and catch those charges, because they're basically getting free reign. Or alternatively, if they knew she's going to sit on that balcony again and look toward red stairs, you could have someone peek from master. Definitely need to kind of make it so that they're not safe on that outside, and it really cuts the angles the attack has to play with. It's like pretty standard stuff here.
But very heavy on the drone denial, yeah. Don't want any drones getting in there if they can help it.
Surprised we haven't seen a Maestro on defense here. Maestro's really strong on this site in particular, with two really good cam spots.
I really enjoy watching a good Maestro on this spot. It's a very good one.
We'll have to see, if they don't do this, maybe it'll come in later here. Looks like a little miscommunication, a little more reinforcement.
They're coming in at here.
Quite a few spawn on the other side of the map, and I wonder if they were expecting them to switch sides instead of go straight back to it.
Alright, we're going to the exact same spot, opening up that window like he was earlier.
You'll notice there's an Ash sitting over there by Master this side. I wonder if this isn't the prelude to a backside take, so they're going to swap it up, assuming that they're anticipating the same idea. That would actually be a really good adaptation out of the Green Bastards to try and keep, the good boys on their toes.
Yeah, it's a solid drone work they're coming out with here. A soldier going over to red side.
Do you have any
Anything
roamers
hold.
this time?
How many roamers? And we had it was roaming out.
2 last time.
Doesn't look like any roamers. I think we have 4 on site. Well, Caleb's roaming a little bit over on the
Caleb's
other
offside
side.
a little bit. He's going to run into 2 of them. He might be good to watch here. And yes, perfect kill, and he got diffuser. Does he know Quisitive is still there? Or is he just hiding out for the moment? That was a great peek on his part. They clearly were not expecting him to sit there in that shallow room. Quisitive's honing in on him. He should have defuse, and we'll have to see what he does. If I were him, I'd be, going down and rotating out. Looks like he's setting a Claymore on the back stairs. And
Not a bad idea, just to make sure. But
it's a great pickup early there. 4v5 in the defense's favor. Burned solid amount of time. They're down to just a minute left. Quite a bit of work to do, and they still have to sneak their bomb from one half of the map to the other.
the Claymore going down, making sure no one comes in behind them.
Yep. You can see it's that red stairs push again. Rybo was the king of anvils. He's going to hold it for the rest of his life, and he'll probably profit for it. Yeah, Pablo with the kill on Mango. Was that on the backside? Or nope, that was in the long haul. Gotcha.
He killed him right on side, I believe.
Yep.
Not going to get any view there. Wiz does
Even
go
with
down.
Scales back to 4-4. I don't believe they have any walls open yet. Because the thermite died early, so it's huge for the defense as well. It's going to be a 20-second rush through the doors here.
You do see Mosey. You know Mosey's in the back here. Jeff Cat's going to be holding that angle very hard.
Yeah.
Rybo's going to
Playing a dangerous game, peeking a sniper. Oh, they know. Oh,
doesn't get the shot. Goes down.
Close.
Polo.
Yep, great defense.
Going
4
for the
seconds
plant.
left. They should be able to push in and stop this. He is.
Polo's going to have to play a game of his life and is unable to. Gives Mosey the triple kill. Not bad.
Well, that was a great job on the defense there, coming through and holding the backside, putting somebody there. They all just held that really, really well. Green Bastards trying to adapt there by putting the 2 through the backside, which I think was the correct way to go about it. And, hey, they paid for it, which was really good.
We're going to have to go into a quick pause real quick. It looks like we do have a disconnect again from Jeff. Game is paused. So we are going to sit here and wait for just a little bit. Jeff is having some issues with electricity. I know there is a storm over in his area, so he's attempting to get everything back and working.
Can't fight Mother Nature.
No, Mother Nature doesn't care if there's a Bro League game. It's kind of rude, if I have to say so myself.
Maybe we forgot to send the invite. That could just be the issue. Mother Nature feels left out. You never know.
Well, she never responded when I've invited her before, so.
Sliding into those DMs and my grass keeps growing and I have to keep mowing it. It's unfortunate. Well, hey, 1-1 on the board. That's going to lock up Aviators. They're not going to play that again for a while here. Looks like they've already selected, but they're going to go to Trophy Statuary. Pretty similar premise. I would expect them to bring those same 3 wall denials there because they've got that large wall to do. We'll have to see if that's what they actually end up going with. Not quite sure about the picks we have at the moment.
Yeah, I would expect them to at least get the Kaid back in. Give them a minute or 2. Pull it.
I'd love to see some below floor attacks out of the Green Bastards here too. If we get that opportunity, a buck or something like that to attack that wall and blow it open. And I'd also love to see them come in from Aviator side again as well. I think that's the right play on this sort of map.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to kind of see how they go about it. I think there's several ways they could go about with the 2 that they have not picked yet, with Soldier and Jeff. I know Jeff was playing Kaid this past round, and luckily he was able to get his electricity and everything out and be able to hold a good amount of pressure there, even as he disconnected there at the end. So he at least played a part there. He gave Raibo a good sense of worry as he saw him and had to swing around and get that kill, and then ended up getting killed by Moon.
I'd be very concerned if the person I shot at disappeared instead of dying. So I think he was just playing psychological warfare as opposed to, the metaphysical here.
It's like playing an alibi.
You thought I was there, but I'm not.
So Jeff has hacked the game and has made any character he wants to play alibi. Got it.
All hail Jeff. This is the man to watch here with his mastery over Mother Nature.
We're going to be playing here soon. Up in the top right, just say Jeff Cat for hacking.
Nonsense.
Banned.
The man's all natural. It's all natural skill.
All natural.
Interesting statement about these first 2 rounds, though. Both rounds have had a bomb planted, I believe, which is kind of surprising on Villa, which is traditionally so frag heavy. You don't get as many plants on this map, and yet we've already got 2 rounds.
Yeah,
I think that's very surprising. It's not as surprising as the team Green Bastards have shown, last week, that they were pretty decent at putting down, the bomb and everything else. But it's definitely good to see that they're still very objective focused, that they're not tunneling on the kills.
Yeah, no, that's good that everybody's playing the objective and being able to kind of push forward there. I always like seeing the good fraggy maps, but when it gets more tactical, when people start actually going for the plants, I do really enjoy it. It kind of makes the game a little more, I guess, Rainbow Six and a little less Call of Duty.
I do think it has quite a bit of effect on tempo and everything else too. You get a good frag heavy round like round 1 where Pablo gets 3 kills. Your team's hyped on it. You're excited. That's a lot that you bring in. Whereas if you have a round where you put the bomb down and you basically just wait it out, it's a much slower paced one. It's definitely a different story in terms of how it affects your team's mindset and everything else. A win is a win, but nothing quite beats somebody on your team getting an ace or something similar.
And even if it's not on your team, I feel like it's always really neat to see, especially in this kind of an environment with things on the line, like a tournament coming up at the end of the season and being able to get into that tournament. Just seeing other teams or anybody in particular being able to get that ace, being able to pull it out of their pocket. It's really neat to be able to. I don't want to say be a part of, but I mean be a part of it. You get to see it, you get to watch it.
Those game changer moments when somebody, they pull it out, they clutch out 1v3, that moment's definitely electric, and it's a great thing. And that's one of the reasons why Siege is a great game, because it's able to give you those moments and give you the chances, to perfect that. And you can go back and look and see, hey, I did this well. Hey, I need to improve this, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's as long as you focus on yourself and how you and your team can get better working as a team. Siege is a great game. If you start looking at some of the more minutia, the minutia. There's some issues that you start getting mad at, but all in all, I completely agree with you. It's the game is great for testing yourself against other people.
Agreed.
That's kind of one of those fun things.
An analogy I like to make, and it's gonna make me sound a little nerdy, but Siege really, when it comes down to it, is kind of similar to chess in a way, in that you're both given the same information, generally, or the ability to find that out, and you have to decide what your solution to their problem is, and vice versa. And then they're under a time constraint, and so you can make whatever move you want, but you need to anticipate what they're going to do and what you can do to counter that. That's when we really start to get into the meta game. Kind of getting in people's head, like what happened in that last round there. The Green Bastards said, hey, we won the first round, we probably should mix it up. They're going to be anticipating us doing this the exact same way, and then they played themselves because they changed their strat, and the good boys were ready for it, and it cost them that first early pick. It burned a lot of time, and it really bogged them down on that attack play. It cost them the thermite.
Yeah. Being able to, even having that red stare is so important for to be able to hold in on Aviator games, and whenever it's given up, whenever that person dies, it's much harder to hold. There can be other people that die wherever, but that's a hard one to lose right there, because it gives up so much area. It's rough.
Isn't it interesting how a player that doesn't even necessarily have to shoot their gun, so somebody, just their presence, knowing that there's a player in this area, can exert so much pressure on the attacking team, but they have to dedicate multiple resources to taking care of it.
Yeah.
I think that's another really cool aspect of the game. It's, you know, person doesn't even have to necessarily be able to shoot. As long as there's a threat to them there, they've totally altered the other team's attack plan.
All right, we're getting a little bit of word here. We're gonna have to do a little bit of work to get this thing running back. It looks like Jeff may have some issues getting back online. I think he's been given an estimate of several hours to get his power back on. So, with that being said, please hold on, stay with us. We'll be right back. We've got to get this match remade and get a sub in his place. So please hold. Enjoy the musical stylings of Mr. Box from his SoundCloud that you can check out down below. Please hold. Okay, everybody, we're going to be going ahead 4v5. There's not going to be any subs due to rules. Gotta have the rules, and especially the good boys. Good boys follow rules. So,
kind of a crushing blow for them. You know, all the roster changes, and then they lose a player in week 2. Now they're going to fight 4v5. But individual skill-wise, I do think they have it. So,
I mean, they can definitely hold it. They're going to have to be very proactive on making sure that everything is working out the way it needs to. And they're going to have to be very on point. Alongside that, they're going to have to hope that the Green Bastards may make some mistakes just from them thinking that it's a 4v5. Who cares? We can win this easy, right? So,
right, yeah, definitely a double-edged sword there. You know, complacency could definitely hit anyone. And I think when you're in a situation like this, 4v5, it's just momentum matters so much more now. You really need one player to go large, to go big, to make an impact, to get everybody fired up, and, you know, operating kind of on the same cylinder.
Yep.
So we'll be looking to see that. I wouldn't expect them to have any more than pretty much one roamer ever now. It's going to be kind of the downside. They're going to lose a little bit of that unpredictability. But, you know, hey, they can definitely do it. They can handle it. And they're champs for taking it off.
Yeah, if anybody can do it, the Bro League can do it. So
Agreed.
I'm excited to see how they're going to run about this. Rybo running back with the Kali again. Looks
Yeah,
like...
I think we'll see that sit on the main bedroom window and watch probably that main door or peek over into bathroom most likely. And I bet he's going to spend most of his time there. I do like that we have, that looks like, offense coming in through Aviator potentially here with this drone work. Definitely going to be a good thing. And looks like Caleb with the soft roam there over at 90. I think that's going to be pivotal as well. Jay Mosey making an impact. First kill answered right back by Pablo.
Going down, but ELT Soldier also going down, getting picked back up, it seems.
Yeah.
We're down to a 4v3, not a big deal. Dirks coming in hard. Gonna toss a little
Uh,
frag over there. No one there, but he's gonna make
yeah,
sure. Put a little pressure in.
predictable. Losing a little bit of utility there, but nothing wrong with that. Definitely going to see the rest of the defense kind of turtle up at this point. Minute 30 left, so plenty of time on the offense, and they do have master bedroom control, which is going to be huge for them. Um, and they do also still have that thermite available, so I think they're going to be looking to try and get the jammer off that wall. I believe it's still there, so that way they can blow into the main area, open up those sight lines, and start to pick apart the defense.
Pablo's moving in hard. No one seems to be in the back watching, but
Ooh,
Pablo does go ahead and take out Mosey without much of a problem.
trades out though. They go back and forth for it.
Got Mango over
Um,
here. 2v2 now.
2v2. Defense putting up a great play here.
2v1, good
Pablo
boys down to
answers
1.
back. 56 seconds, definitely looking a little rough. I don't know if he knows defuse is down, and he gets peaked, unfortunately. They had the seeds of greatness there on defense.
Wow.
Oof. Those spotting skills, not much you can do about that. That's tough.
Oh man. That's pretty great. just the slight look and is that what I think it is?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a bullet in it to be sure. Oh hey. Yeah, and he says in the chat, couldn't decide if you were a person or a plant. That's great.
Spork TV, thank you so much for the prime sub. Much appreciated, my guy.
Mosey moving on to the Ella this time instead of the totally blanking on the name of the woman with traps. Frost, thank you. That's good to know. I think we'll see him roam perhaps a little bit harder here. Or maybe Caleb will be. I'd expect him to probably play over on the astronomy 90-degree side a lot more. Love the Legion play here. You're going to get a lot of information on it. The longer the round goes, the better off you're going to be. And the Malusi pick is also solid. Both really going to be area denial. They want to make sure that they don't get rushed by, in any scenario or anything, and let that man advantage count for more than it should.
Yeah.
I bet we'll see a somewhat standard take. If Caleb is going to play over here, that might deter them from this whole astronomy or aviator game side. So that would be potentially huge. If he can just stay alive but keep putting that up, make them wonder, he could potentially shift them off this side entirely and make the job a lot easier for the defense here.
It'll definitely give them a little bit more pause on what they need to do and change them from their last strat that they ran with. Like Mosey may be running down bottom. See what he's running down to.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide, in myself. I feel like they have enough trap operators that they could potentially, succeed with a double roamer, and just have the traps to kind of make up for the informational difference of not having as many people watching as many doors. So we'll have to see if that's something that they're planning on playing with, pushing on and utilizing or not. Do you think peeking these master bedroom windows is going to be pretty sketchy? Rybo back on the Cali. I think we're going to see him play that pretty much the majority of today. Just making sure that the defense can't safely peek any angles.
Pablo's taking a very strong liking to that angle there. See if he can find anything.
Resident with a devastating first kill here. Takes out Caleb, which was the vigil, so that threat's now entirely gone, unfortunately, on that aviator side.
He's looking at here. He's gonna hold that other side.
And he's really playing the dance of the angles here too. He goes too far right, he's gonna get picked off from Master. He goes too far left, and he can get picked from that doorway he's looking at now. And if they put any pressure on astronomy, once they gain bedroom access, he's really gonna be in between, a rock and a hard place.
He's gonna have a tough time here coming up. Do a Mango's holding.
Pixel peek, they're really kind of trying to capitalize. Mango with a good angle on the main door. Don't know who will see challenge that. I can't imagine Cali will. Looks like the offense is kind of in a holding pattern here, unless they're pushing in from Aviator side. Something we'll have to look for. He's got them checking their feet because of that frost play. He's playing the psychological war games here.
We do have shots potentially ahead of him. Dirk's taking some pop shots here.
Correct.
Unable to catch who he was shooting at, but see what Polo's checking for.
Looks like they've got full master control as well in Aviator, so it's really coming down to the defense just watching their doors. This Cali's going to be pretty tough to contend with. These angles. It's like a tight gunfight coming in through the backside of the site here. I'm not sure.
That's an unfortunate spot to jump up to. Quiz getting the double kill and Raibo taking the final.
Looks like Mosey is going to get picked off in the window here from the Cali, like I said, in a tough spot, and they had all the information. And if I were defense in the scenario, they might need to. It doesn't feel like the Green Bastards have been rushing very much. I think they might need to try and transition over into more information denial. And they know where they're going to come from. They know they're going to get that outside access because they have the manpower. But let's try and make sure that they don't know where inside we are, so that way we can maybe have some more freedom of movement. I think would be a good adaptation for them to try.
Yeah, agree there. They're taking up the Goyo. Hopefully they toss a bandit on his shields, though, because that's not going to go well against a Kali.
Yeah, no, it won't backfire. They also got the Ash to get rid of that as well.
Yeah.
Back to Aviator, though, so that's a good sign. Breathe a little bit of life in here. They had a good hold on that. Man down. They're going to bring the bandit for the main walls. They're really going to need 90 control. I think it's going to be clutch, and that might be what they're bringing that Goyo for, to help reinforce 90 and red stairs. Try and dig in a little bit there.
Might be right on that. It'll give them at least a little bit of extra, shield there, because they're going to have a tough time here. I think they're going to have to pull people from being able to stay on site to let them kind of cover everything around site. It gives them any kind of an advantage.
Definitely agree. I think there's a lot of things that can be opened up here, and they're not going to have enough utility to cover it all. So the counterpart to that is just to let them get to a position where they can do anything about it. So we'll have to see how they plan to do that and what they're going to do. I like the addition of the Capcan here. They played the Frost before. Now the Capcan, they're just really going to slow down the attack and bog them down, making going, okay, what trap is there here? What do I have to watch out for? Can I go through this doorway? Can I go through this window? I think that's something that's ultimately going to help them out. Maybe gain them a couple seconds on the defense.
I think that's a very smart play. Yeah.
I'm curious if they're going to keep Mango over here to try and peek Master Bedroom to kill Cali. I think that would be a great adaptation. I've been hoping they'd do it for a while here. Let's see, they're going to... they don't want to let him. They're definitely going to make that Master push again, too. We'll have to see how good their drone work is. See if they're complacent.
Droning to see if he sees anything. Ooh. They do see him.
Yeah,
he's gonna need to move. He's gonna need. He's stuck now. He doesn't have a way to get out either.
No, he's. I think he's just hoping to burn time. We'll have to see how effective ultimately that proves to be. If he doesn't move, if he stays there and he forces them to make the play, I think he's got great potential to burn a lot of time here. He's single-handedly making it a 3v3 on the other side of the map.
There he goes.
The beginning of the end.
Yeah. As soon as he was spotted and didn't have a rotate out, that was a pretty easy one. There goes one drop. They know that there's Capkins now.
Yeah, but knowing that they're there and avoiding them are two separate things.
You're not wrong.
Anyone who's played Siege knows.
You are not wrong.
And yeah, you see Inquisitive not even checking the door. So that could definitely be a tipping point in their favor. The upside being that Goyo did get his shields down, so he's got he rendered some value. He did burn some time as well.
Here comes potential shots here. Oh, he pulls off just in time.
Timing.
Soldier, let's see what he's taking a look at here.
I think Soldier just got droned out. Yeah, he did. So they know. And I like the decision to disengage here. With a minute left, he's become an unknown quantity. He's forcing them to reassess their flanks. And if he comes back up in the next 10 or 15 seconds and makes another appearance, I think that could be huge.
That is nice kill.
Out of Caleb there with that.
Diffuser's going to be over there. I don't know if they're going to know that is Diffuser, though.
Even if they don't, they're still gaining quite a bit of time. I'd love to see it play out of Soldier here at this moment. I think that would be huge in the the potential disruption if he came up red or something similar that he could peak 90.
Polo trying to take those shots through the drone hole as well. They do have 2 and 90, Polo and Inquisitive both. Caleb is just going to sit there and hold his spot. Raibo looks like he found one of the... Raibo goes down now.
There we go. The Capcan's coming in clutch, burning even more time. That's pretty much going to secure them in a round. with those traps,
Let's take a
as
look
long as
at
they stay
Soldier
alive.
here, see if he's able to catch anybody trying to get in. Does get the kill.
Nice.
Able to find anybody else.
Just hold safe. 2 seconds. Don't throw it away on
Hold the
kills.
spot.
And excellently played by the defense there.
You couldn't have asked for anything better. That was perfectly executed, exactly what they needed to do. They were able to hold it really well. The Capkins came in absolute clutch, taking out Ribo. That's where it needed to happen. That was perfect.
Yeah, and they got 1 round left. I'd like to see them continue with a trap operator of some kind before the swap here.
I will say it seems like something so little, but Soldier being on those stairs and taking those shots, and then
For
just
sure.
booking it out instead of trying to fight it when they're 4v5, allowed for them to waste time on the Green Bastard side. And it gave them that knowledge that they could come that way if they wanted to. So they have to keep their eyes on their back. That's all they need to do. They just needed to waste some time and kept them from being able to push in well.
Yeah, the perfect example of what you need to do on the roam. You're there to burn time and to, kind of create fear, almost, is what you could say. And a lot of people go like, hey, if I don't get a kill, it's not a good roam. That's not true at all. If you burn a minute of them looking for you, if you burn a lot of utility for them trying to box you out, you have accomplished your role.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially by staying alive.
And I think on that one they had 2 roam and 2 anchor, if I'm remembering right there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely correct. It was good adaptation out of them, and they took a risk and they played out. Forced to go down to, well, not forced to, deciding to go down to the first 4 here instead of defending above. Can't blame him on that. It's a tough hold upstairs. I'm excited to see the castle plays here. He's going to be shooting some feet, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that's a solid idea coming down to the kitchen. They went twice upstairs on statuary and trophy. Nothing working there. So they decided not going to go for it. Just going to go ahead and go to the next spot. See if we can get anything moving here. Best thing we could do is hold off some time, and then hopefully we can get Jeff back earlier than what his electric company thinks. So
holding out for a hero. No, I think it's a good adaptation. It's a good play. Attack-wise, I would love to see them go above. I doubt that they saw this coming, but they might have, because they did bring a sledge here, so they have that definite utility. And I don't see. Do they have anyone roaming above? Don't think they do. Yeah, it looks like everyone's going to play side. So power position, you put that sledge up and master and in through that foyer. I think you could have a lot of potential to totally derail the plans that the good boys have going here.
Jumps right over it.
Atlanta.
That man is
Brave. Very brave.
he needs a new set of pants after that. That was man.
That was very difficult. So this is going to be a good sightline that they can watch from the window all the way outside. It's going to cut the rotate between sites in half, and that's definitely a doubter to be given up on the defensive side here. It's going to really cut their options. I like that the attack is already starting to look to limit the mobility of the defense here. And it looks like we do have the sledge playing above as well. So provided he can win his battles, this is going to be real pivotal to this site here. Now you're going to start to flush, get people to move, go from there. Looks like
I switch off of Dirks as soon as he gets killed. Excellent. I was checking to see what happened to Pablo here when he went down.
Yeah, Pablo being down is also good too. He's one of their top frags, so anytime he's not entirely in the fight is a good thing.
I'm in sight now. They don't have any vision, so Pablo should be a safe to pick up here. If we take a look overhead, they do toss down the smoke. The only way they really have to go is back out the way they came.
Agreed. Yeah, this is not quite the play. Good pick from Ribo. He's been. Oh, was that actually
I think that was Polo, so maybe it was the play.
Yeah. I take it back. The downside of this play right here, though, is that they're forced to tunnel through this opening where they don't have vision inside.
He kills his own player, Ribo, coming up the stairs. Unfortunate.
Disaster. You do not want to go into the half 3-3 when you're up a player. They really do need this round. That's definitely tough for morale. That's
I can already hear Rybo now. Ooh, they did not know that Caleb was sitting over there on the side. Caleb with the triple kill.
Atlanta. They just funnel into him, and that's the downside of a one-dimensional attack. They gave up the top. They gave up those options to try and force one location because they were low on time, and it ultimately just derailed the plan.
What a play. Caleb coming in with the subs blessing this week. That was my lands. He got 3 of his 6 right there. He increased his kills 100%. That was an incredible showing. Incredible showing. We are going into round 7 here. Green Bastards are now going to be on defense and the Good Boys on offense. I think it's going to be a little more difficult on offense for the Good Boys to hop in there.
I think it's really going to depend on what sort of approach they take. Looks like they're taking Ash, Ace, Ying, and Sledge. I feel like they're kind of actually setting up to try and tunnel through one location. And especially on Aviator, if you can, exactly as the Green Bastards did the first round, if they cut off that rotate on red stairs, you put somebody that stops anyone from being able to peek that doorway, then you can go in from balcony, blow that wall, and you can force into sight even with less people, right? Because most takes are happening, 3, 4 people. You're very rarely having a 5 stack all go one location. So I'm not sure that the man down will actually count as much on the offense, depending on how they, strategize to actually go about attacking. But we are seeing the Maestro come out. That's going to be difficult to take care of. That's going to, it's shootable now. Is that correct? I believe it is.
It is destroyable. I mean, you can. I think.
Ruins the vision or whatever.
Yeah, you get the vision out of it, so you actually have to open it up to see. But I don't think he killed off the
first drop down. I think he left it up as well.
I think
I'm not sure he realizes that, but
I don't think he does.
5 seconds to go.
We'll have to see if that comes into it. I doubt they're going to go. I don't see this team pushing 90. If I had to guess, I would say they're going to go the traditional way. But it looks like they all spawned.
I was going to say, I bet they're going over towards astronomy, just because they have that sledge, and sledge isn't going to do too much if they go traditional. It looks like they're going basement.
Correct. And look at this, 4-man rushing together. They clearly have a game plan. They're moving with quickness and authority. They've pre-droned their route in. I love this. This looks really good going into the start of this year.
This looks like an actual operation. This is
for real. Tapping shoulders and everything else.
Yeah. Gotta love the good opera music as you pass through the kitchen.
I love the choice to try and route up through these red, and I hope they don't shoot a camera. If they are confident enough that they can sneak through the backside without them seeing. Oh, and he's sledging from below. That's
able to see somebody if he looks to the right. He sees them.
Oh, what a play! That's
he's taking him out.
Right there.
That is incredible.
What a cheeky spot.
What a play. I'm sure if no one knew about, or others didn't know about that before, they know about it now, and we will see that from the future. That was incredible.
Your ranked ideas, bust that out. That will get people almost every time, I bet you. That is a fantastic spot.
Mango is going down, unfortunate, by Dirks. Dirks is able to hold up top over in master bedroom.
Roaming. I'm not over that spot. That was just one of the cheekiest kills I think I've ever seen.
That was incredible.
Fantastic.
I loved every second of that.
So it looks like Diffuser down on red. Is that correct? Yep.
Caleb's gonna make his way
to
up.
Get that. Dirks has relocated pretty far back, and I love that. The attacking team has no idea where he is. They're running low on time. They don't necessarily want to drone it. They have to go to a certain location. Just a great implementation. On the defensive side. Looks like we're going to have a Candelo go out here. Bonus points if you flash your own team.
Caleb is going down by Polo.
Peak battle with Polo, yep.
Dirks is still holding that spot over there. Caleb trying to climb away.
Rush.
Rosie's about to get taken out by Dirks.
And he gets him with the C4. This attack is falling apart, all because of that pick on red being the diffuser. It's the little moments in the play that'll get you.
What a shot there. That was
great way for the Green Bastards to answer back. After a pretty quick early loss of their Maestro, that's a big, down play there. and just taking it in stride and replying. That was fantastic.
You know, they may have lost that round, but I think they've won our hearts with that kill right there that Mosey got. What a play! I've
Going in a
had
highlight somewhere.
oh, that is somebody make sure you clip that. If you didn't clip that, you are dead to me. Dead to me. Unfortunately,
I
Jeff's
don't
still
wonder
not
where he
back.
finds those. Does he just go around and see what he can blow up?
I would not doubt it.
Nomad play coming in. I like this adaptation. They're clearly fed up with the roam. They realize the roam was pretty pivotal that last round, so they're not gonna play with it. They're gonna totally take that out of the equation, and I think that's a smart play.
They're
The
removing
lion
the
and the
Dokebi,
nah.
bringing in the lion. Interesting.
That's
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I'm a little puzzled by the knock. I'm curious if we're gonna see that go solo somewhere off. You know, have everyone bring a lot of attention from one side and have a flank play, or if we're just putting all our eggs in one basket of a rush, which is similar to what it kind of looks like we might be doing with the lion.
We did switch off the dock. He's over on the Thunderbird now.
Right. Yeah. On defense, correct. Which is good. And I could. Have we had much impact from those med stations? I can't remember.
In League, I don't think in particular they've made a huge difference, but they are nevertheless incredibly powerful.
Attackers' objective
This
is
is
to
true.
locate a bomb.
Very, very true. Good amount of drone and wall denial going into this site here. Pretty standard setup. I'm excited to see if Jaeger is going to roam. I'm guessing he will be. The sledge pick, I'm wondering if that's just for the grenades in the L8. Not going to be super impactful on the site, unless he's got another trick up his sleeve where he's going to sledge from below somehow.
You never know, man. He's gonna find some way to just blow up the entire floor from underneath with that sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's very, very surprising. I like the Legion playing over here. He can defend his own flank with the traps. He's got a good peek, and he really forces this window and bathroom. It's a very difficult place to dig out. Lion scan coming in. Using a nomad charge outside. I think that's interesting as well. I'm not sure why they're worried about somebody running out right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at that and wondering myself. Maybe somebody knows something I don't. Let's see if any kind of action
I'm
starts
inclined to
going
think
down
that's
here.
just a selfish charge that he used, which is fine. I mean, hey, you want to make sure you can't get pushed. I get that.
But it would be
But I'm
hilarious
curious.
if they jumped out and got knocked off the building, though. I would love that. Every second of it.
Get knocked off the building, but go through the window below. No kill. They just everyone survives and walks away.
They're just not in the play for a little bit.
Definitely a slow start here. A lot of droning, a lot of the line scans. The attack really doesn't seem to have its teeth on anything yet. Still not fully encased in Master. I don't think they have control of 90. Looks like they do have Master now, though, so that's good. Minute
Soldier and
left.
Rosie are in.
Minute left with how many lion scans? I think they have one lion scan left. Is that correct?
I think so. Oh, there's
Ooh,
one kill.
Great peek. Great peek from Mosey. Brings it down to the 4v4. Just destroying utility left and right.
Does catch a good amount of damage on Quiz there. Pablo almost dead as well.
This is just,
He's moving a little bit.
60K right there. Grenades coming back. 30 seconds.
See if we're not
They're willing to
landing
make a
Mosey
play,
going down from stairs.
and bathroom is just totally shut down by Polo at this moment. I think this is going to be a defensive round here unless we see something absolutely huge. Soldier picking off Polo, which is good. Oh, okay.
Was going
Kills
down
are coming
Soldier.
in.
Soldier needs the double here. Unable to get it.
1v1. Oh, so close.
Very
Making
close.
the right moves. Came down to a 1v1. Really surprised about that because I think it was 3v1 at one point.
Yeah, he came very close to grabbing that back.
Yeah, right instincts, right places. Just a little slow in the aim on the last guy. You know, he had all the benefits the defender did. And I mean, yeah, there's not much else you can do there. It's a big showing out of Soldier there.
What a play. High five to Soldier. Hope he feels my
Well,
virtual high five.
I'm sure he does. He's warmed by the love of the commentators. I've been told. So forced to go downstairs. Going to be dining room and kitchen. I'm sure we'll see Mosey. Yeah, Mosey's going to continue with the sledge. Diamaru. I wonder if that's a rush play. I love the fuse pick out of Soldier as well, and then I love the continuing Nomad.
You know what? I bet they are gonna go all straight to top. I bet they're going. I bet they're going into bedroom.
I really hope so, because if they rush it, they get Amaru up there to kind of hold it till Nomad gets there. Okay, it looks like they're getting 6 pick off that. Hold on.
Okay, just going
Okay,
for a
so
little
cams to the
intel.
floor. Yeah, I can see that.
Attackers need to locate
But yeah, I would agree. I think the attacking strategy on this scenario is going to be they're going to go above. Zero's going to put a bunch of cams to the floor. Nomad's going to hopefully defend the astronomy stairs, and then the 2 rotates from 90.
located a bomb.
And we'll see if they'll be able to execute on this. I do feel like there's a decent amount of setup, and I'm a little worried that if Vigil is already up there, they're not going to have time to do everything they want to do. And it does look like Vigil's going to play up here too. So it's going to come down to how quickly can they flush out Dirks and how effectively can they do it.
Dirks is a monster, man. He's a monster to try to hold on to. See if he's able to do this a little better.
Consistently played well. But you know what? I mean, he's going to be 1v4 up here, presumably. And okay, interesting. So it looks like they're going to come in from Aviator side. Which, while it's going to gain them some time, well, it's not going to gain them time. I apologize. It's definitely safer, but I do wonder about the time they're going to lose.
Dirks is definitely going to sit there and hold that as best he can.
Oh,
Looks like they may be coming from the other side, though, rather than going straight in the
Presence is given
bedroom.
away, which is good. So they know that someone's on the second floor. They're probably going to try and drill them up. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to. If I were up a player at this point and I was on defense, I would definitely consider sending the second rower to try and support on that top side. Just because if you think about it, you don't even need to, you don't have to win your ones. You just got to refrag, right?
Yep.
You just got to kill the person that killed your buddy. As long as you're doing that, you win the game. Are we seeing an adaptation of the offense here?
Cam ready.
Yeah, it looks like they've rotated potentially down. 2 of them on the first floor now. I do like that play to say, hey, Vigil's upstairs. We don't have the tools to effectively track them out. Let's rotate and change, adapt our game plan.
Yeah.
And
Great
a large
call.
part of the defense's portion of the defense is positioned toward fountain and top. So the backside, first floor push could definitely be strong. Inquisitive with a nice shotgun shot. Gonna just take out Mango there. So no more anti-roam. Hopefully he got his charges out. Pablo hanging on by a thread health-wise.
Yeah, Pablo not having a good time there with that little amount of health.
If you look at him, he does. Time is again ticking away, down to under a minute. No meaningful pushes. The attack feels pretty stagnant right here. I'm not sure that they know what plays they need. Looks like Hatch just got broken up top. I bet you that was Vigil to watch the door, which is just really going to cramp Mosey's style. And indeed it is. Down to 40 seconds. It's all coming up, the green bastards right now.
Yeah, Dirk's going to sit
Mosey's
there
going
and
to opt
watch
to
Mosey
rotate
leave.
away, which is smart.
This is very reminiscent of week 1, good boys. Granted, they have more, they have one less person this week, but it is very reminiscent. It's a little slow getting in on the offense.
This is true, and it is a slight shame they came so close that first offensive round, and then it feels like they've kind of lost their momentum since then. Yeah, fuse out. Hey, got some fusing done. Don't have defuse though. Need to get kills, and just the odds of that are going to be slim.
Yeah, that's that's unfortunate. They were able to hold that very well, and didn't work out in the good boys' favor there. I think that Vigil up top really kind of threw them off the game plan.
Yeah, perfect pick on the defense to say, hey, they'll probably come top. We know Mosey has played C or Sledge multiple times. Let's put something up there to throw a wrench into that plan, and they really did. We're gonna go back to Aviator here, which is unlocked. This is match point as well. I'll be curious what offense pulls out here. Defense looks like it's going to largely be the same and most likely in the same setup. Dirk's probably considering a vigil. We'll see. Thunderbird. Okay.
Getting the Thunderbird here, seeing what's going on. They do take the Dokabi. We'll see if they keep that or switch that over to the Lion again.
I'm not sure that they're going to get much value out of that. They've brought one person, quote unquote, for roamers every time. And I still feel like that they're not getting much closer to fleshing out the roamer. And if I were them, I'd probably try and focus on just executing off site. Bring somebody. Well, I guess Dokubi does have smokes, doesn't she? I believe she has 2 smokes. So there definitely, I guess, is some utility potential there.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
See
Some
where we're
Cali
going here.
play. I'm curious if the Cali play, they're going to try and do exactly to the Green Bastards what they did to them. Put her on that side window, lock off red stairs, and then execute through there. Or if they're going to continue the trend they've had and go in, probably below again, because that's how they handled it last time. Standard setup coming out of the Maestro. He realizes he did not break it this time.
There we go.
Yeah, he's
Good
got
job,
it. He's
Robo.
got it.
He's got it. He's over. He's all on top of this.
He knows what's happening. I like the alibi on these red stairs too. Really makes you kind of reconsider exactly what you're shooting at.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you some peekaboo ability. Peekaboo ability? Is that a word?
I love peekaboo ability.
There we go. We're patenting it. It's a Bro League word. Peekaboo ability. Say that 10 times fast.
Ship it and ship it.
Surely Maestro is not going to stay in the same spot.
See here.
But he is. I would love to see this cheeky play come back twice. No, he's moved. Okay, he's learned. So this is good.
I feel like he got up there and he's like, wait a second, this something feels
Deja vu.
wrong.
Yeah, it looks like a standard attack onto the balcony at the moment. Decently heavy presence, red side and downstairs. Love that. They understand the importance of it. We'll have to see if the good boys realize that they have, basically 3 people dedicated to red stairs and adapt and rotate over. I think it's going to be very hard to execute through this. Already into study with the walls opening up. This is good. Oh, I hope he keeps watching that red. Could be a fight between Legion and Mosey here, and he misses that. Oh no, that was below. I lied. I apologize.
Rybo does have a solid view of that hole that Mosey will go through if he tries to come in.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yeah, I definitely think that they opened that just for rotate cutoff and peeking. I don't think they actually intend to enter through that, or at least I hope not, for that very reason. There's quite a few different angles that could be there. Ash playing solo on the backside. Claymore is gone, presumably on Astronomy Stairs. Has to play the game of peeking 90 and red at the same time.
Peekaboo ability.
The peekaboo ability out of Alibi on 90 will definitely get Caleb pause.
We've got just under a minute left now.
Exactly. They really need to start making some things go. Defense is playing this well. Mango with a nice pick on Inquisitive. That's the smoke. Caleb goes back on a Polo. The peekaboo ability is gone.
That is unfortunate. Almost got the kill on Rybo.
Dirks replies back onto Mango.
Of course. As soon as I go back down, Rybo goes down. That's the way of the Bro League. That's good though. They got the plant down now.
Offense with the numbers when it matters. They just got to watch the retake. Dirk's going to come up from largely, I think, the same side that they're anticipating.
I'm surprised Dirks didn't try to go for the where the bomb was planted. I think he had somebody ping exactly where it was. Granted, that could have been from a different side, but
could have been a pressure moment there. Not sure. Running out of time. Pre-firing. Everyone knows where he's coming from with all this noise, and he is going to get re-peeked and finished off. That was a great attack coming down at the last couple seconds. Caleb really showing up on the good boys side. Is he in for? Yeah, he's top fragging. Had multiple impacts in rounds. What, 2 kills that round, 3 kills the round before? I mean, yeah,
Caleb
5
is
of his kills have secured a round. He's doing well.
Caleb is picking it up this game. Definitely channeling himself and Jeff all into one. Trying to bring it all together here. Green
Bringing
Bastards are
Jeff's
sitting at
spirit.
6. Good Boys are at 4. Getting close.
It's gonna go back to Aviator, I'm sure.
And you were completely right here. Back to Aviator. Got the Ace, Ash, Kali, and Capital.
Yeah, so subbing out that oh gosh, what was it for the Capitao? They just traded out the Dokkaebi for it.
That's right,
And
yep.
I'm curious if that's the right play. I feel like the Dokkaebi actually had a fair amount of impact last round, getting a kill with the gun, having smokes, and then also having 2 rings was pretty clutch. The Wamai pick, I think, could actually be huge here.
Finally getting that
Uh,
Wamai coming in. Able to really probably take out that Kali and
Yep, and he's
Ace.
putting it in the right spot. So
Yep.
he's going to defy those Kali Lances, which is going to be huge. And we'll have to see how the adaptation comes in for the attack here, presuming that plan doesn't go accordingly. Because a pivotal part of last round was getting that wall open and then opening that slit with the Ace, and I don't believe they're going to be able to do it this time. I do think that they're probably sending the Ash with the Capitao from the backsides, so hopefully they can just adapt to a backside push then. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But that Wamai is going to be a huge pick this round, I believe.
Kind of curious where that Wamai, or why he was just sitting there.
He was just considering life,
Kinda
taking
hanging
in
out.
his house, how it had been transformed into a battleground, you know.
Seeing
think
what's
we'd all
going
have
on.
A little pause there. It does look like a 3-man push on balcony at the moment. And yeah, I think this is going to be bad news bears with the Kali Lances here.
What a toss. Just absolute skill.
You know, the man, he wanted to light up his life with strippers, so they're all in.
Is muted there. See if
And we'll see if
anybody's.
this gets caught here. Wall is still up, so I'm assuming it was.
It gets taken. But that's okay.
Yep.
That's workable. But they don't know that there's another one right behind the couch that he had placed.
Exactly.
So one more of these lances is likely to get picked, or one of these lances is likely to get picked
Well, it
up.
looks like they've realized that there's probably another. Caleb goes over to the other window. We're going to see how well they placed that. If he placed it, and it does get snagged. So last lance, I believe, here. Mango with a good kill on Acquisitive, pushing up red. That's huge as well.
That gives them that red stairs. That's great. That's great
Yeah.
news for them.
I'm surprised he was able to get that facing a shotgun on those stairs. That's huge.
Right?
It's a
And
tough
Pablo coming
push.
in. Let's see what he's going to take a look at. He's going to see if he can find anybody. Probably going to get shot in the side of the
He's
head.
down the wrong side, and Mango coming up huge in this round.
Mango
2
picking up the
kills.
double. Well done. They do
Well,
open up
see,
the
I-
same spot.
Bomb located by
I
attackers.
don't want him to peak 90. Not yet. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. All right. So things definitely moving in favor of the good boys. And man advantage. They do have control of all and 90. They definitely have the tools they need to execute. I wonder if defense can get a flank off. There's no flank guard. If somebody goes
Caleb
down in a
going
round,
down.
they would be huge.
Caleb going down by Dirks. Mosey's still holding on. Holding on to that user there.
3v3, I would assume that if it comes down to a rush plant, they're going to try and plant right next to the bomb in the room and somebody hold bang fall. We'll have to see
I have
if
no
they're
idea.
able to affect that.
No idea how that didn't just hit him. It looked like it had gone straight through the wall.
Siege giveth and Siege taketh away.
Mostly just take it away. Mosey does go down though. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a huge kill this late in the game. The Cali's gonna have to try and solo push onto the defuse. It's not
It'll
gonna
be the
much
backside of
option
Dirks,
there.
I think. We'll go
He's
first
opted to
person
go
on
for the
him.
kills, which he's gonna get whipped on, and this is gonna be the end of the road here, boys. Mag size will screw you there.
That is unfortunate. brings us to a final 7-4. It's a sad
You
day.
know what though? 7-4 is. I would not have guessed that would be the final score going into a 4v5 after 2 rounds.
You're really not wrong. I think Mosey and the boys did a fantastic job on holding that 4v5 and really pushing it. They did a great job there. That was a fun one to see.
For sure. A lot of heart out of them. Some good strats. A new cheeky spot for all of you to take into ranked later on. Every time you play Villa now, go ahead and pick that sledge. Well, definitely a learning experience all around.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I enjoyed watching it. That was, all in all, just a fun one to watch. I found out a lot of cool stuff there, especially with that sledge. I'm gonna have to try to do that at some point. I'm gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna go to swing my sledgehammer up top, and then someone's just gonna be waiting there, and they're just gonna shoot me instead. It's gonna happen.
I was sitting there the entire time that was picked, going, "What is he going to open with that?" And then, lo and behold, there it was. Would never guessed it.
There it was. All right, we want to bring somebody in here real quick, if we can find someone.
Yeah.
Who we want to bring in?
You're gonna have to choose. I can't read them.
Well, we're gonna toss in Dirks, cause actually, we'll bring in Dirks.
Yeah,
I can
do it.
Move up high enough. Can't get to section here. Wait, Dirks.
There he is.
Dirks.
Yeah. What's up?
Welcome in, man. You're
we're
you're on
doing
the stream now.
Interview.
Yeah, you're doing a damn interview, man.
He knows what's
Hell
going
yeah.
on.
That's
What?
I was waiting for, man.
What a game, man. Well played. That was a fun one to watch. A little unfortunate we had to go into a 4v5, but y'all were able to hold on to all 5 of y'all's. But unfortunately for Mosey and the boys, they did have to go down to that 4th person, or just 4 people. But congratulations on the win there. That was a hard-fought game and well played by everyone.
Yeah, man. They're unique. That's what I was telling Mosey. They played it a lot better. I'm kind of disappointed that it came down to a 4v5 just for, obvious reasons. But they played very well. I mean, it was a 4v5 and you're always at a disadvantage without another player.
Yeah.
I look forward to our rematch, and man, my team, Pablo, Quiz, everybody is just, they're always so, like I was getting kind of frustrated and they were just, rock steady. So
That's good, man. It's always good to have a nice, solid background of your teammates there. That really kind of helps you go into each round and kind of calm the nerves and kind of let go of that last round no matter what happened, as long as the rest of your team's able to kind of be there with you, and if they're able to pick you up,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We played well. Like I said, I was pretty frustrated most of the game. The way that the good boys played, I was just like, I don't know where they're coming from, and we couldn't see them on cams, and it's like, ugh. But
Yeah.
What did you think that first defensive round when they just full team snaked through the first floor to get that kill on Maestro in the vault?
yeah, Rival went down. I was like, what the hell? And he's like, God damn it. And he's like, he knew it was like they're going in those customs, trying to find them angles and stuff, dedication. But yeah, it was pretty surprising. And I didn't know where they were coming in. I guess they came in downstairs somewhere, and I was just like, they're not coming from bedroom. They're not going to study. Like, what's going on here?
Well, but you rallied really well in that round, and you picked I think it was Mosey himself on the res stairs, and you single-handedly turned that whole round around.
Oh, well,
That's good.
That's cool. Yeah. I was pretty scared there because I wasn't ready for somebody to, like, a whole team. It felt like there was more than one of them pushing up the red stairs, and I was just like, what the hell, So I had to use the bedroom as my, since they're not pushing there, use it to fall back to. But
Well, you did a great job, and I mean, even holding above on kitchen and being able to hold that door and put enough pressure up top on your vigil. I think your vigil play up there really caused them to change up their strategies. Because whenever Soldier and I were looking at it, we thought they were definitely going to go up to bedroom and go that way to try to come to y'all's spot, but with your vigil being up there and them seeing the static on their drones, I think they ended up going to the other spot. Granted, we could be way off on that, but it just that's what it felt like. You had a lot of presence there, and really caused them to change up what they were doing.
Yeah, they aborted their primary strategy, went to the backup, and the backup was not as strong for them.
That's funny because I forgot that the points don't show up, and I was like, they're not even droning up here. What's going on? I was like, I kept on doing it. I'm like, I guess they're not.
Well, that's interesting.
That's pretty funny. I'm glad it worked out that way. I was kind of frustrated that they pushed up at the very last second and killed me. That kind of tilted me a bit, but hey, we got the win, and that's what matters, So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, precisely.
Well, congratulations again, Dirks. Thanks for hopping in here and chatting with us for a little bit.
Well played.
For everyone else, and I guess y'all included, we do have another game tonight at 9 o'clock Central Time. That's going to be in just over 3 hours. 3 hours and 5 minutes, it looks like. So I expect to see everyone and their mother back in Twitch chat so we can all hang out again. Congratulations again to the Green Bastards for taking the win tonight. We'll see y'all at 9 o'clock for our match between Vividation and Cosmic Nomads. Again, that's 9 o'clock Central Standard Time.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.